everyone, and welcome to another digital planner video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I've got the beginning of my 2020 bullet journal set up. It's not everything that's going to be in there. I'm slowly working on it, but I did choose the gray Digital Planner Central bullet journal. I love these. I love that on the month divider, I can link to different pages. So far I've added my future log, and I've used her bullet journal stickers and her mini calendars to put the calendar in for the whole year, and then these blank spots I need to go through and put in birthdays and stuff like that. Here's my January page, which is what we're going to be working in. Um, she is releasing a January sticker kit, so that I will make some kind of scenery here. But what I started doing is like in December when I was making notes of stuff I needed to handle in January, I would just use that as kind of jot paper. Here's how I have my sections set up, and I'll go through each one. Here's my monthly. I used her winter fun kit from last year. And she has said that the new kit, the colors will go with her last year's winter kit. Here's my gratitude journal. I use these cute little penguins. This is going to be my mood. I wanted to do a little emoji icon of some sort, whether it be one of hers or a keyboard one, but I wanted a little space to jot about the day. Like if I was sick, yeah, my mood may be different, but the main thing is that I was sick that affected my mood. So those things that affect how my mood was that day, just have a tracker. I didn't know how many I needed, so I just lined them all up. But that way I can mark each day when I've either successfully done something or like no soda. I can mark the days that I didn't have soda. Here's my January budget, the start of it. It's not all in there, but part of it. And here's meal planning. I've got a couple weeks of things in there. And I was also wondering, would y'all like me to do a video on how I meal plan and how I use my digital planner for those things and budgeting as well? I'd be happy to do that. Here's my first fitness spread. The end of last year, I started doing the ketogenic diet, had a lot of success, was doing well, but then the holidays came. So starting this week, I'm back to being good. And then here is the week that we have coming up, starting tomorrow. So the very end of December, beginning of January. And this is the spread I'm going to show y'all how I created. So we're going to start by doing the 3 dots, and as soon as I find it, clear the page. Okay, so now to start off with, I wanted a template of something to go off of so I could get the spacing right. So we're going to open up the January planner that she sent out, and it's open to this page. She included some templates in here that fit the bullet. So what I did was I just took a screenshot of it, and then I'm going to go ahead and close that. Go to my bullet journal. I'm going to add that picture in, crop it, and don't forget when you're cropping, you can get it close, and then when you hit crop again, it really magnifies it so you can get a cleaner crop. Okay, so there's my layout. Now I'm just going to make it bigger. And through cropping, it is a little bit, but I'm going to cover the top bottom with washi. So that looks good for me. So now I need to go back to my stickers, and I'm going to use the winter kit. And we're going to start, what I started with when I did it was washi. So let me find it. It was these right here. And I want the pink and the blue. So turn on my lasso, make sure images is on. So I'm going to take both of those. Zoom in. I'm going to use them as kind of color blocking. Page. Hold on. Lovely thing about digital is I can easily redo that. So while I'm redoing the step y'all just saw me do, I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. You got what you wanted for, or at least got a lot of time with your family, because that is the most important part. I had a wonderful Christmas. I got the present I wanted most, which was Ninja Foodie. If anyone doesn't know what it is a combination pressure cooker, air fryer, steamer, slow cooker. It has several functions. And I had previously had an Instant Pot, and it died, and I was very sad. And then I was looking at replacing it when I saw the Ninja Foodie. And so I asked my mother-in-law for it, and she was so kind, and I got it for Christmas. So if you do join any of my meal planning, a lot of my recipes are centered around that right now because it is awesome. I haven't used it for a whole lot yet because we haven't been grocery shopping. We're just kind of finishing up the groceries we had bought before I had it. But a lot of my weekly recipes for the next week, I plan on making in the Ninja Foodie. Okay, now that we have the right template, we're going to put these in, oh, just a touch bigger. And that looks pretty good. Now, see how I have a little bit? I'm going to use my lasso to copy them because now they'll be copied into my copy and paste the correct size. So I'm going to use the picture tool and just get these in place. Don't be afraid to zoom in there and really see what you're doing. Now we'll do this one. I don't like it. I need to make them a little touch wider. Let's do this one just a touch wider. I don't care if they overlap a little bit. So what I'll do is this. Because I adjust their size, gonna copy them again. And now we're going to get them where they belong. And do this for each day. And I can see over here where to line them up so that I love this. It reminds me of a sweater or knit pattern. I really liked it, so I thought it would be fun to kind of color block this way with it. And it adds some patterned fun to my planner. Let's see, I can do that one. And then this one, delete. So that's that part. Now, so I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to do this one. And because I've already done it, I kind of lined it up and counted how many I needed. So I already know. But the easiest way, if you didn't know, would be to line it up here where you want it and then crop to that, because this you could count like how many rows. I know about 3.5 was perfect. So again, I'm going to put those up there, lasso them and copy, and then line these up. And you don't have to spend so much time making sure they're perfectly lined up, because when you zoom, right now I'm really zoomed in, so you can see all those little details. I used to spend so much time trying to get everything perfectly lined up, but once I zoom out, you can't really tell that it's not absolutely perfect. So don't let that drive you crazy. Don't let that keep you from trying new things. And it's digital. If worse comes to worse and you don't like it, it is super easy to delete and then start over if you don't like how it turned out. Okay, I want to move that one over just a touch. There. Okay, so that is the basics there. Now let's go back to our winter kit. And I wanted to do this pink because, as we all know, pink is my favorite color. So we're going to do the flakes along the top. And that's just going to kind of hide the seam where I added in that insert. So once I have it sized, copy and paste right along the top. And see, I think it's going to be, we're going to get a new copy of it because I think that's going to be too wide for the bottom. So, and then we're going to edit and lengthen it. Use our lasso, touch just the corner of it there, and put it down here. That way it didn't get as wide. Okay, so we have those in there. And the next I'm going to do is go in with my dates. So we're going to, for her day covers, I'm going to use this pretty blue because we did the blue in the sweaters and I'm adding other pink. So there's that. And I got all 7 of them. And I'll show you why in just a minute. One of the things that used to drive me crazy when I was trying to plan was like Monday I would have the right size, but Tuesday would be a little off. And then by Friday, I didn't even know what I was doing anymore. So if I do them all at once and then move them into place, they are all the same size. So that has helped with that line. Them size. Even if you try, like put them on top of each other and really try to get them the same size, sometimes those little differences will throw you off. So I found it's just easier to do them all as one. And I do the same with the actual numbers, especially when I'm doing a month calendar. I was thinking, I just placed that one. Why is it still there? One of those little glitches that GoodNotes has sometimes. Okay, so now we have, now I need to add my numbers. So we're going to go back here, and I'm going to use the penguins. Love these little penguins. So I need the 30th and the 31st. Sadly, because it's the end of the month and the beginning of next month, I can't do this all of them at the same time, but I'll show you how I got around that. So we're going to paste them right there. And then we're going to go and get 1 through 5, which is the rest of that week. Paste them right beside it. And then I'm going to use my lasso, get all of them, touch, and resize. That way I make them all the same size. So let's see. I want them a little bit smaller. That looks good to me. So now I'm just going to put, and if you notice this box that appears when I use the picture tool, I just touch them. I use that box to kind of help me adjust my spacing. It just kind of keeps it more uniform. And again, you don't have to stress over those things. A lot of people ask, how much time does it take me to do a spread? Kind of depends on how distracted I am while I'm doing it. If I'm trying stuff new, is it a familiar layout for me where I kind of know what I want? You know, as you do it, so now every day. And of course, I picked the pink and gray. Well, so we're going to copy it. Come here, paste it, and then get it the right size. Put it over here to the side. Copy it. And now I can just paste him and get him in the right spot because I have the correct size already saved. I think that is one of my biggest tips when you're using multiples of something is to size one of them and then do it instead of copying and pasting the original one and then resizing it and trying to get them all the same. Do it once and then find a little blank spot you can put it in to then get the already sized version. Okay, so I've got those in. Um, I am also restarting the method, and if you look on her website, emails, whatever, she gives you a daily mission. So I wanted a way to document that, track of it without having to pull up those extra calendars. When I'm sitting down and planning in the evening, I want to have all of that there to know what I'm doing the next day. So we're going to use this Post-it note, and I'm going to make it smaller. And then I'm going to edit it once more and make like a quarter or a half box with it. I'm going for about half the width. Again, I'm going to need one every day. So copy it. And then I'm going to line it up right beside the little penguin and put those in. I've done the Fly Lady system in the past and I had good results, but I moved and I haven't really done Fly Lady since we moved into our current home. So I'm looking forward to just kind of getting things back into shape. Now, on the Fly Lady website, she does not give you daily missions on the weekends, but I'm going to go ahead and put those there because sometimes I give myself daily. Label these to text, and I know what font I used. It was a free font in a group. Daily mission. And then I'm going to turn off image so I can just select the text and resize it. Put that up at the top. Okay. Now I can circle that and copy, and I can add that to each of my boxes. So one thing I love about digital is the copy and paste. I was in a paper planner, I'd either want a sticker that said daily mission I could put down, or I would have to write it out each time. And then I get frustrated because my writing varies enough that it doesn't look uniform. So I am so happy to be able to do it this way. I would go in and type all those. I will do that after the video. If you're curious what those daily missions are, go ahead, join the Facebook group. And I posted the spread there and they're on there. Or better yet, go check out the fly. Okay, now I need to open my other sticker book because I need weather. This is where I was working on Hawaii weather. And the first one I need is the sun. I forgot to turn images back on. I'm good at that. But easy fix. Let's size that down. I want it to be pretty big, but I still want to have enough room to put the date. Okay, so Monday is sunny, or not the date, the temperatures. Tuesday is sunny, and then Saturday and Sunday are all sunny. Then I need a partially cloudy, so go back here, get the partially cloudy one, and then I've noticed with these, while I want them to be close to the same size, some of them take up more room, like the cloud and stuff. So they're not always the same size. I just want them to fit in my designated box. Okay, now that one there. This one. And now I need we're going to use this one. Pull in a little more of that gray. Okay. Oh, I only need one of these, so I don't need to worry about copying and pasting it. Which is good, because we'll do that. And then again, like the Fly Lady mission, I'll go in. I just use my text tool and type pictures there. Back to the window. That's something that I could use to remember what zone I was in. So I chose to use one of the circles she has here, and I went with the gray. I'm going to change it this time though. I'm going to use the gray sweater just because it's so cute. And I put that right here. I want it to be about that size. Text, and then I'm going to type zone 1. Go up here so I can, oh, I didn't do it that time. I did it for me earlier. Maybe if oh well. I want to turn images off and resize this so it's a little bigger. I really want, maybe if I just did this earlier. Maybe, what if, hold on. I put it on that first and then typed it. I hate it when I do something once and then can't figure it out again. I don't know. I will figure out how I did that and get back to y'all. I didn't want to copy it. I want to resize it because it looks kind of puny in there. Okay. And then I used her, I think it was Track It. I don't think it's in this one. It's in her $2 Tuesdays. I'm pretty sure. Yes. I used these and I want this gray one here because it matches. Turn my images back on. So I'm going to put that right here. And this is where I'll put my meal planning for the week. Okay, and then I like to use a med tracker. I am horrible about remembering to take my morning meds. So I'm hoping that this will help. And then I tried doing my habit tracker as just a monthly habit tracker last month, and it did not work for me. I do better with like a list of things, like for my morning routine, but then just having this on my weekly, and I can put morning routine as one of the habits. So that is most of what I'm going to do. The rest is pretty much going to be typing. I do need to add in, I'm going to use this little flag for the second. And edit, make it a little thinner, a little longer. I'll put that there. And this is what I would do if there was an appointment or something. Um, I know this is for my kids' schooling. Zoom class after 1 p.m. Okay. So besides adding in my temperatures and daily missions, this is pretty much what my week's going to look like. Now, I'll add some decoration here, or I don't think she started doing a long or big post-it notes until later. But sometimes that area I'll put one of those in there to make my shopping list. But here's the general basis of my week. Hopefully y'all learned a few tips, tricks. If y'all have any questions, please let me know. If y'all have any ideas for things y'all would like to see, and if y'all are interested in maybe like some meal planning, budgeting planning, not only setting up those spreads, but how I use them to make them functional for me, just let me know and I'd be happy to make those videos. I hope y'all had a wonderful Christmas and I hope you have a blessed new year.